Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee. Where is it? Here, Coffee and Art in the morning. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. I think the light for the moment, the sun went behind the clouds. We'll probably be readjusting as we go. I was just showing everybody what I've been working on. There's not a recording for this. I just worked on this while Cam was working on this last week. He did finish it. We went to Michael's and got a frame for it. The colors, of course, are, it's going to be a little, see if I can bring it up a little here. There we go. He did finish this color book page from the same book that this is from, the Serenade, or Serene, however you want to say it. And so he finished it, and we got a frame at Michael's. Hang on, guys. Incoming mail. Froze me up a second. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. So he did an excellent job on this. I love the robe, looks like velvet. It looks even more so in person. So yeah, he did a great job. So again, we had it framed for him. So while he was working on that, I was working on this. Let me move this out of the way. I was working on this one. I need to work on this one for you guys because we do have a part one for this. Record, coloring this page, but I don't know if I want to really get into this today. So we had a really busy week, and we had a surprise. I'm going to repeat it because now we're recording. Had a surprise birthday party for Hubs, a whole family, and a bunch of his old friends that he hadn't seen in a long time. So we had a surprise birthday party for him on Saturday, and of course Father's Day was Sunday. So we had a busy, last week was busy, and the weekend. Anyway, so I worked on this while Cam was working on that other page. And the gold, people were asking me before I hit record. Oh, and speaking of record, this is a live show on Ustream. So if you're watching on YouTube, the recording on YouTube, this is a live show on Ustream with a live chat, mostly awake. Yes, he did. He loved it, Melody. He loved his piece finished. Yeah. And so anyway, yeah, so it's chatty because I'm chatting with people. So don't email me, don't leave me a comment saying it's a chatty show. Yes, I know. But guess what? After 700 videos, I know it's chatty. Sorry, guys, I gotta laugh. Okay, so anyway, this is the gold on here is either on the big areas, it's just a dazzling metallic splendid gold, the Deco Art gold. So that's the gold on the big areas. And then on some of the tiny areas like these circles right here, I didn't want to paint gold over the black. So I did that with the, what's it called? Star Gel. The Star Gel Jelly Roll. Hang on, guys. Let me take a sip of coffee. You have a tutorial for taking a photo of your Azure. If you have or anybody, if you have questions, put them in caps, guys. If you're talking to me, because the chat rolls by, and if it's not in caps, I just think you're talking to each other. Do I have a tutorial for photoing my artwork? No, I photo it. I just take pictures with my phone. Every single picture you see online of all my artwork is just done with my phone. It's all done with my phone. My phone takes better pictures. I have an i7P, but even back when I had a 6, I've always just used my phone for photos. So yeah. So anyway, this is the Star Gel, and you can tell the glitter Star Gel, it has a little shooting star on the cap, and these come in gold, silver, clear, pink, blue, green. They come in a lot of colors. So the gold, this is the gold one. And again, it has a little shooting star on the cap. And so that is the gold that you see in those little circles here. And I'm pretty sure, is there any place? Okay, maybe right in there. That's the Star Gel right in there. Oh, and I put a little in her lips. I put a little Star Gel on her lips and a little twinkle in her eye with the Star Gel. But all the rest of this gold, this is all just painted with a paintbrush. Oh, okay, Color Crystal. This is all just That's just all painted with the brush, with the acrylic paint. So I just wanted to update y'all on the color book thing. Like I said, I really need to work on this, but I don't know if I really want to get into all this today. And the other option is to do all of these, which is the same as all of this. So probably won't do this today. I don't know. Maybe I'll start a new page. I know it's horrible, isn't it? We go from page to page, but we eventually get them all done. We do eventually get them all done. So, but this is the one I was working on with Pam, and my color scheme is maroon, gold, and greens. There's a couple shades of green. There's some mint and olive green mixed, and then orange. Like the poppies are orangey red and maroon. So, yeah. So, hey Jen. So if you don't have alcohol-based markers, Copics, Hoo-Hoos, and Cam did do some testing with the Hoo-Hoos, and he said they were good, but he said that they don't blend as well to him for Copics. He loves his Copics, so he's Copic biased. Yeah. So anyway, but if you don't, you can just use because you can shade with pencil, just use your Crayola markers to color, and then if there's any areas that need shading, rather than trying to blend, say, the orange and the maroon together, then just do that with a pencil. But you could get all these colored with orange and then go in there and blend with the maroon on the inside, you know? Hey, Zandra. Hey, Lindair. Anybody else popping in? Thanks for being here. Ozzy. I think I said hi to Aaron. Let me go down the list. I forgot to go down my list before I hit record. Janice. I'll just skip over anybody I might have already said good morning to. Devonna, Elizabeth, Grammy, Judy Patootie, Judy Views. I know there's a whole bunch of y'all that have joined since I hit record. So thanks everybody for being. Hey Suzanne, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a week of Sundays. Hey May, Magda, Muse, Mindy. Said hi to Jean. Jean's probably on her iPad. Oh, there she is. Chat's too small and fast on iPad. Yeah, so Jean doesn't talk much on iPad. Guess who's finding those jelly metallic pens and filling her Amazon card? Oh, they're awesome, Prisma. I love the star gels. Love me some star gels. The Jelly Roll, they're by Jelly Roll, and they have the little star, the shooting star. So if you go to like Michael's or whatever, look for the little shooting star. That's the glitter ones. To get the glitter ones. They're different than just the shiny ones or whatever. Hey Triz and Travis and Travel Journal. Thanks everybody for being here. Did y'all fall asleep? Actually, Jean, I fell asleep to yours on Saturday night, and I fell asleep on your first one, Jean. I haven't watched part 2, and I fell asleep to Zandra's on last night. So I have to finish watching your part 2 and the second well, the second part. She didn't separate it in parts, but I got to finish watching Zandra's. She was showing all her new Finnabar paints and all that. Yeah. And she did mention, oh, Cam's picture was looking so good. So Sandra did mention Cameron. That was sweet. Thanks, Sandra, if you're watching the recording. We had to use glazed pens at the class. Yeah, okay, wait. Now, Eileen, let's beep, beep, beep. Back up the bus and tell us what class it was again. Because I saw you tweeting about it, but I never saw the name of the class or who was teaching. I never saw that. For some reason, I missed the name of the class you were in. Eileen, our enabler elf, takes all kinds of cool classes down in Florida. And we all get enabled eventually. I mean, you know, should I mention all my magicals right here? That between who was it? Who are the three? Janet, Eileen and was it Zandra that enabled me to buy these magical powders, which I love. I haven't had much time to use them. They sit right here and they inspire me. So they are inspiring me, Eileen, sitting right here. Oh. So yeah, just do a little quick chat here real quick. I want to see what the class was. So if you're watching the recording, you're waiting for a project, just fast forward, people. Just fast forward. I had to make a bag. The teacher was from New York. Okay. How to make a bag? What kind of bag did you make? You mean you painted like a cloth bag? Why? Why, Button? Why? So anyway. Oh, I do have one thing to show y'all. I do have one thing to show you. Oh, a zippered bag. Did I miss the picture? Wait. Let me go on my phone here and see, Eileen. Let me go here and see. It was a plastic bag you had to paint. Okay. Did you post a picture? I'm not sure I saw finished. And Twitter, they changed it all up again. It's like, come on, leave things alone. Ugh. Let's see. Now, I couldn't find myself for the longest time. I said, where am I? Finally figured out you swipe, and there you are. You swipe to find yourself now. She didn't make it. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not wasting my time looking in then, am I? Hi, Pepper Kitty. I do have one thing to show you. Oh, and by the way, Button. Who else? Was it Tar Heel Teresa? Who else? Anyway, I have 3 people that wanted some the stickers. Cam and I did take some time. We took an afternoon and sorted the stickers and put them in 3 bundles to the people that asked for some that we're going to pay postage for them. So I think I can get them in priority envelopes rather than boxes. So I'm going to try to do that. And we sorted out the 3 bundles. Now I just got to get them in the packaging and get those mailed out to you guys. I didn't tweet because I'm going to do everything. Oh, okay. Well, of course you are, Eileen. Eileen says she's not going to tweet a picture because she's going to do everything the teacher told her not to do. Of course. Anyway, so Humster got me this. Let me show you. Let me kind of put it back in here. This had a bow around it. I already took the pin and a nib out, but he got, bless his heart, if he sees something on some like mailer or something, he said, oh, I think, now I'm going to call him out. I hope he's not here. Well, if he is, whatever, but he won't care. But one time he sees these advertisements in mailers and different things, and he said, oh, I bet Dee Dee would like this. And so it's kind of a running joke here. I'll tell you the backstory first. He bought me a handbag, and let's just say he bought me a handbag, and ladies, don't let your husband buy a handbag for you. And I said, oh, okay. It was a jeans. It was like made out of jeans, which I think it would make a great journal cover. But anyway, I said, it's really not for me. So I said, Denise, do you want this handbag? She looked at me. She went, no. I said, Boo, do you want this handbag? She looked at me and rolled her eyes. Like, Nana, I don't want your old bag. So anyway, it's kind of a joke that when Hubster says, oh, I ordered you something, it'll probably be here this week. I always ask him, is it a handbag? And he'll laugh and say, no, it's not a handbag. Because everybody's agreeing with me, yeah. But he was trying to be nice, and I love him for it. But yeah, don't, Hubsters, if you're any Hubsters out there listening to this, don't try to buy your wife or your girlfriend a handbag. Just saying. Yeah, it's hanging in my closet, Jean. I don't know anybody that wants it. Just saying. We will do a giveaway. No. Anyway, so he said, something's coming for you in the mail. I hope you like it. And I said, well, I hope it's not a handbag. And he went, no, ha, ha, ha. We joke about it now. But anyway, no, but what he bought me was this. It looks like a book. Looks like a book, right? And what it is, it was a nice little calligraphy set. And he bought it because it was so cool looking. He said he thought I would love the box and the coolness of it. So I think what I am going to show you how I'm going to reuse this, repurpose this. So it looks like a book, right? It has a little pocket over here with the your basic calligraphy. Of course, y'all know I'm a calligraphy from back in the 80s. Hubby isn't allowed to pick your handbags button. So anyway, add some bling, bling it up, bling up the bag for an. I got enough art bags. So anyway, this was really nice. This was really sweet. I think he was trying to make up for the handbag. Love you, Hubster, if you're here. Sometimes he lurks. Okay, so anyway, it's got a wood barrel, it looks like a cherry wood. Well, I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it looks like a cherry wood. It's not really showing up there, and it had these 5 nibs. I already put one nib in there. See, each little nib has its own little pocket, right? Little thing. And then it has some blue ink. I don't know, it's probably not waterproof, but it's a beautiful blue ink. So there's that. It has some little note cards, a little set of note cards and envelopes. Did he make? Yes, he did make up for the bag, Terry. Yes, he did. He is sweet. He is sweet. And it has the little notepads in here. And it has, and see, look, everything was tied down. Like this was tied down. This was tied down in the slot there, just like the little seal with the wax. Here's the sealing wax, right? You melt your sealing wax on. I've done this before. I tried, almost set my camera on fire, but I have shown how to use the sealing wax. And let me untie this. And it has the little metal and wood handled. It's wood handled, and it's got the metal, and it's got a fleur-de-lis. I have one of these that has an inkwell on it, so y'all have seen me use that one before with the inkwell. So maybe I'll show y'all how this looks when you. Okay, Jean. So what I want to do is, I know myself, and I'm not going to keep everything in here, right? So let me get my little Janet. Y'all know. And Cam, oh, by the way, I'm going to have to get Janet or Pam. I'll have to pay him to make one. He loved these. Cam loved the idea of, now he doesn't do much calligraphy. He has a calligraphy pen and a few nibs and stuff that I've given him, and some ink and all. But he thought this was ingenious. So Queen Pam sent me this a few years back. And it's got a little metallic snap there, right? And it's covered with packing tape, and paper. But what it is, it's made out of corrugate. Corrugate, cardboard. I'm going to say corrugate in case Paul is watching. It's made out of corrugate, and the reason you want to use that kind of cardboard is the corrugate is because it has the holes in it. I'm trying to get some light there. But it's got the holes in the corrugate where you can take your nibs, take a nib, and in the corrugate, you just poke it down into the holes of the cardboard, if you will. See? I'm hoping the lighting is showing that up. So right inside there's all my nibs, and she tiered them. So I have all these different tiers, these levels of nibs. That's her business card there. So you see there's one layer there. Let me put a little piece of, here, let me put this, well, that's too big. Let me get a little Post-it note or something to put behind it so you can see. So there we go. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the nibs are inside. Let me go into this one. All the nibs just stick down into the corrugate. Isn't that cool? Corrugated cardboard. Okay, in Oz. Yeah, so I know, yes, I know she made you one too, Eileen. She made us both one. Oh my gosh, Eileen. I got one from Janet. I got one from Janet. Eileen. So Janet sent me one too, and I haven't put anything in it yet. Hers are little matchbox. I don't know if Eileen got the same exact one. But anyway, Janet made these ones that look like little matchboxes, right? And she put the corrugate in there. Got to kind of come down here. There you go. Let me see. Let me put this little. Let me put. Oh, this was another one of Hubster's little. I hope you like it. I bought this for you, and I do. I love these little lights. They're just little battery operated lights like this, right? They sit right here. Anyway, and I'm not making fun of this. I love this. I love everything he surprises me with, but the handbag. So there. See how the corrugate. So don't think I'm dissing on the Hubs. I'm not dissing on the Hubster. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one in here for now because but I'm going to take my new ones here. I'm going to reuse this box here, and I'm going to put these in here, and it's nice and tight. They fit just perfectly. Now, sometimes if you use it for a lot, if you use the little, if you punch holes in your corrugate and over, it's going to get a little loose. So you might have to just move it over one little hole, like that. You're the same as this one, Eileen? Okay. And so I'm going to put a couple tiers here. So let's do a double tier here. There's that one. And put one over here so you can see. There, like that. So isn't that so awesome? Eileen, I'm just going to need to buy Eileen a bag to keep up with. Prisma. Oh my gosh, girl. So yeah, so I have those in here, right? And then I have these in here. And these usually just sit on my shelf. But I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to see if I can deconstruct this box. I don't know if I can. It may tear up the bottom, and I might have to repaper the bottom. That could be a possibility because this could be well glued in here. But I'm not going to use this. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to put those nibs in there. I'm not going to tie this back in there. I'm not going to do it. If I did that, I wouldn't use it, right? So if I'm going to use the stuff I put in this box, this has got to go. So we're going to take this out, and it might, like I said, it might kind of tear up the bottom, but we'll just put a piece of pretty paper on the bottom. So let's just see what we have to do here. Yeah, see, oh my gosh, look what's under here. Well, I'll be. Is this corrugate? It is. Oh my gosh, look at that. Who would have, I would never. I'm going to have to send this to somebody that needs to make one. Look, it's a little bundle of corrugate that's used to prop this up. Look, it was used to prop this up. Oh my gosh. ASMR rippage. Okay, then I just need to be quiet and rip, right? So look, it's like a bundle. It's a bundle of corrugate. I know, right? It was holding up this little bit right there, propping that up. Okay, so let's take this out, and it is sticky. It's gluey sticky. So let's take this out, and what we're going to do is we're going to line the bottom with a new piece of paper. Okay? Maybe I could get more of that out. It's pretty sticky. Do I need to save these ribbons? Did they come out? The ribbons are probably, yeah, see the ribbons are locked in under that. They're probably a gluey mess. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're going to be sticky. I don't want sticky ribbons. So, yeah, it's not like I don't have any ribbons, but we're going to reuse this box. Let's just see if I can either stick that down or pull some more out. Because now I'm going to get me a pretty paper. I wish I knew where that pen paper was. I actually have some scrapbook paper that has, what do you call it? Pens, you know, and feathers and inkwells, but I don't know where it is. So if I come across it, I can relayer it. But in the meantime, let me find something real quick that's maybe Tim Holtz looking or something like that. Oh my gosh, this one's good, maybe. The ideology. Hang on, I might even have something in here. Let's see what's in this. Hang on, guys. I'm not sure what's in here. Let's pull these out. I have some Timmy stuff here. Okay. It's very strong. Someone has made furniture from it. Oh, hey, Bunny. You mean the corrugate? Yeah. Don't make me do that. Okay. So these are some ideology leftover papers. Like here's some. I like that. Has some leaves and some bird cages and a bird. Any of these will be pretty, right? I kind of like the dude. The dude. What else do I have? Here's some ATC type sizes. What else is in here? These are like 4x4s. These are 3x4 cut aparts here. So I'm kind of liking the birds, although I love all these bugs too. But it's not big enough. I'd have to overlap, which that's not a real big deal, but I think I'll go with this page. Okay, so we're going to go with this. And what I'm going to do, this is how I measure. I think I want, do I want the bird with, I think I want some of these leaves in there. So I'm going to go this way with it. So I'm going to put it in here and kind of tuck it in and see where it bends to. So I got a bend right there. So we're going to go there. Scissors. And so I'm making it a little on the big side till I get it in there, then I'll trim it up. Okay, so. Alright, so let's see how much more I need to trim. It's got a little torn bit there, but that's okay. I think I'm going to get ready to cut that off anyway. Okay, so there we go. Alright. See, remember, this is sticky here. And I could get my paper cutter out, my big guillotine paper cutter, but I'm just going to go for it here. So we're going to cut this off. Alright. So now I'm going to push this in here and score it with my finger. And let's trim this one. What, Eileen? OMG, what? Eileen's going, OMG, Dee Dee. What? What? Okay. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so now I'm sticking my head up under there. I got my hair pinned up over my head. It's a big mop. It's a big mess. So I don't want y'all to see my big moppy hair. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go over here with my paper, take my Eileen's tacky, and I'm going to put a bunch on, and I'll smooth. I really probably don't need near much because this is still sticky from where I took the. Okay. Smooth it out so you don't have lumps. I always tell y'all that. All right, so now let's get this in here. There we go. See? Oh, you're thinking, oh, my light box. What about my light box? Oh, yeah, it was, I gave it to Cam. I let him take it home. I did, that light box was like 25 years old. No joke. 25 years old. 22 to 25, something like that. Anyway, I rarely use a light box, but Cam had, I mean, he probably had used my light box sometime over the years, but he, I guess, didn't really see the usefulness of it until this, and that's what was good about this weekend. When that picture didn't work out, the inking video where Cameron inks, where I told him to use a certain kind of pen. I thought it was waterproof. It said waterproof. It says waterproof on the pen. But when he went to watercolor over it, it was not waterproof. And so it ruined his piece. So I said, well, we're just going to have to, I'll get my light box out. You can retrace it and just start all over. And so what was good about that is he got a light box out of the deal because he loved the light box so much. I gave it to him. So now if he never doesn't want it again, and by the way, it has the same original light bulb in it for all these years, the same original light bulb in it, and it still works. But the light box is about this thick and probably 2 feet by 3 feet. It's huge. It's like one of those ones you see on the wall. Well, probably not anymore. They're even flat screen there. But they're usually flat screen light boxes now. But this is a big old Mama Jamba chunky light box. And he loved it. So, yeah, it was very expensive at the time. Now they're not that expensive for the flat ones, right? But it's a big chunky one. He loved it. He loved he didn't really ever think about tracing any of his work. He just redrew everything if he messed up. But he already had drawn it out, I think twice. So I said, just retrace your own artwork. And I guess it just dawned on him how useful the light box would be. Yeah, the antique light box. Exactly, Eileen. Oh, thanks, Gaymore. So anyway, it was good that we, that happened. It worked out. So I got a couple scraps here. Let's put that away. So yeah. Pick this up. There we go. So now, this is a box I can use. Oh, thanks, guys. Y'all like that vid? Yeah. Well, we just, what you saw was what you saw. Okay, so I will not put these cards in here because I might use these cards for not just calligraphy, but for whatever. This will go in my Happy Mail. They're really nice. They're made for calligraphy, but I'm not going to be doing any wedding invitations or anything like that. But I will remember that these are nice good for calligraphy, but they're also good for anything else. So the pack of envelopes and cards will go right up here on my Happy Mail shelf. And then in here, and I have other, but I don't know where it is right this second. Hang on. Let me look up here on my shelf. Hang on one second, guys. I think I spy my calligraphy box here. Okay. So right now I have my seals and stuff like that in this box. There's seals, matches, this is the seal I was talking about with the inkwell and the feather. Oh, I could make a little journal. Oh, I could do that. Let's do that, Eileen. We're going to make a little journal out of this. Awesome, Eileen. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do anything with the corrugate. The corrugate I'll probably send to Janet because she makes those smaller matchbox. She could get 4 of those matchboxes out of this. So I already have some other things I'm sending her, so I'll put this to the go to Janet pile. Okay. So she can use those to make other matchboxes. So, and I don't know why I have this piece of chalk is what I use to draw murals on walls. Like if I do a mural, which I don't really do, I sometimes. I haven't done one in even my own mural since probably, I don't know how many years. But I chalk out my murals. So yeah, so these will go in here. My nibs will go in here. And look, it fits just flat, just the right size. Now, the ink, I have, all my inks are on a shelf, so the ink won't go in here. And probably my pen probably won't either, because look, I got all these. I have all these nibs. Let's see how many things I can combine. Okay. Denise had, when she had gone to Texas, she bought me these vintage little items at a vintage store. What was it called? Mom's watching this. Uncommon Objects on Congress Avenue. I don't even know if it's still there. This was in 2012. She bought me these little vintage ink bottles. Look, little vintage powdered paint ink bottles. Hubster gave you an awesome box of calligraphy, and you can make 20 things out of the box. I know, right? The corrugate, we're going to make a journal, the box itself. So anyway, Denise had given me these little vintage, what do you call it, bottles, and she spent $45 on this little box, I think. She got some vintage Lone Star. If y'all don't know Lone Star beer, this is some vintage coasters from the Hemisphere 1968. And by the way, I went to that Hemisphere fair in 1968 because that's where I grew up, in San Antonio. And so I did actually go to the Hemisphere in 1968. So she bought me these vintage items. Yeah. How are you holding that chalk? Yeah. I don't like to touch chalk. You're right, I don't. But when you're doing a mural, nothing else erases or wipes off. Because the thing about doing it with chalk is it's the only thing that you could draw big and just take a wet cloth and wipe away. So if you mess up, or even after and you can paint over it. So I can acrylic paint over the chalk and then just washcloth off the excess chalk, right? So anyway, I'm not going to put that in here because I won't use it. I mean, it's, you know, it needs to stay, but it was just sitting up there. And then I have this little cigar box here with a couple other little nibs in here. So let's put those nibs in here. And then I have this, I love this little box. Look at this little wood box. Isn't it awesome? Look, it's got the little, like that. It's just an awesome, there used to be a cigar store close by. I think they closed down some years ago. But I used, you know, when cigar boxes were the thing, when you could make everything out, yeah, carry the bag. That ain't happening, Prisma. So it was so easy and cheap to get awesome cigar boxes for like $1, $2. At one point in my garage, I probably had, no joke, I probably had 50 cigar boxes out there. Because you could make things, you know, we were making everything out of cigar boxes for the longest time, right? Well, anyway, so let's put these little nibs in here. Let's put these little nibs in here. Is there two there? No, that's just one. Let's see if I can get those in there. Hang on, guys. So what I'm doing is turning this box into my new calligraphy box. And these babies are sharp. These little ones here, I forget the number on them. I used to know all that stuff. I don't remember the numbers and the sizes. Sometimes they're on the nibs, sometimes they're not. Because I haven't really done calligraphy professionally since the 80s. No joke. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so I got those in my little Janet Matchbox. I got all my other ones here in my Queen Pam box. So let's see what else I have now. Again, I really, look, here's all my calligraphy stuff, all my pens. Why did it get so dark again? Dang. Do I need another light? Or is it just the angle, maybe? Because it's not dark down here. Is it? Is it dark down here? What did I make out of cigar boxes? I don't have them in here. I think I actually took I used to show, I have shown the boxes I made. I don't do dimensional stuff that much. I did it when it was like popular and everybody was doing cigar box vignettes and things. But when we reorganized a little bit in here, Denise made me take them out of here. So I'm not even sure where I put those cigar boxes that I have little painted items. What I would do is I would take, let's just say this is a cigar box. I'd paint the background with a painting, or do a painting and glue the painting in the back, and then I would put three-dimensional items that I painted. For instance, some little bottles of paint. Okay, so I would draw these. I would draw and paint a little painting on paper, of some glue, of some supplies, let's just say, like this, right? And so I would do the painting, and then I would glue it in the back of the cigar box. Then I would take empty ones of these and make a vignette. So the background was the painting of this, and then the cigar box had this actual items in it. Hi, Cassie. I did scissors, I did paint bottles, I did, what else? I don't remember, a whole bunch of them. But like I said, they're not in here now. Okay, so anyway, the ink will go on the shelf because up I have a whole shelf of tons and tons of ink bottles. Some are in a printer's box. Let me see if I can take a picture and I'll just show y'all on my phone. Hang on. See if I can reach up there. I don't know if I got a very good picture. Let's see. Okay, so up on my ink shelf, above my ink shelf, I have a printer's tray, and these are all old, dried out, or empty bottles. But I keep all my empty bottles up here in the printer's tray just because I like the way it looks. So these are all either empties or dried out or whatever. These are all still good inks down here. This is one of those little tiered like shelves that you put in your pantry. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 little shelves right there. And so these are all my inks that I have on my calligraphy. And then there's bottles of black ink. See all my ink bottles here. There's black, all the different inks. There's white right there. You can't see it. But anyway, there's my feather quill pens up here. And these are not even the inks. Let me take the other picture. Hang on. So on the other wall is this. So these are all my dilutions. These are on this is one of those, what do you call it? A fingernail polish holder shelves. So over here I have all these other inks over here, and then my goldens, and these are some watercolors there. These are some other inks. There's some of these are really old, but they still are good. There's my alcohol inks right there. But my calligraphy inks are all up here. Okay. Hey, Abby girl. So anyway, what I'm going to say is, obviously, all those inks are not going to fit in this box. So this is going to go on the shelf, but we're going to play with it a little bit first. Okay, so the same thing goes with my calligraphy handles and nibs here. So they're all not going to fit in here. And I even have the random crochet hook in here. Pipettes. So yes, more pipettes and crochet hooks. I guess I just didn't have a place to put my crochet hooks. And all I can know how to do is chain crochet. And single crochet and double crochet. That's all I know how to do. I don't even know how to follow a crochet pattern. Anyway, so I have, the calligraphy, the Japanese brushes here. And so I just have all different sizes of calligraphy, nibs, and then handles. And then I have my calligraphy. These are the old pens I tell y'all. If you ever want to start calligraphy to get... Why did it get so... Let me see if I can lighten this up. It's just got really dark on my desk. That's better. I look a little flashed out, but it's showing everything up better. So we're going to go with the lighting up. These Schaefer pens, these are the ones, and I'm not saying get Schaefer, whatever. That's just what the brands were. Oh, good button. So these are what I would use a lot for practice, especially when I was, showing people how to do calligraphy, or just wanted to do a calligraphy sketch before I did the professional calligraphy with the pen and the, with the, nibs and all. But these Schaefer pens are like fountain pens, and they have the, let's see if there's any in these. See, there's nothing in this one. Let me see if I have one that has something in them. But they have the little, the little ink cartridges. Okay, they have the ink cartridges that you use in them. And I have all different size nibs. There's all different size nibs. Let's see. No cartridge in this one. I might have taken all the cartridges out because they're probably all dried up. So, yeah. Let's see. See, they're all different sizes. And the pens themselves are awesome, but I have to tell you, if you ever get these, all right, there's one with the dried out cartridges. See, they look like this. You can buy these cartridges in black and every color. However, unless they've changed the formulation of these cartridges, they are not light fast. I have some old practice calligraphies that I did with these that I've came across, and they're all faded. So the ink, I love the pens, but the ink that they used to use anyway, I haven't bought any recently, but the ink cartridges that they used to have in these, they would fade. They're not light fast. So anyway, so I have all these here, and I do have a felt or two. And I just stuck them in here. I do not recommend learning. Now, if you already know calligraphy and you just want to do some play in an art journal or something, that's fine. But if you want to learn calligraphy professionally, do not use felt tip calligraphy. Like, let me find a bigger one here. Where's a bigger one? It's not. Here, I had one here somewhere. What did I do with it? There's a pit one too. They're nice. I mean, they're fun to play with. But if you're trying to learn, where'd it go? If you're trying to learn calligraphy professionally, you don't want to learn with a felt tip. You know, those calligraphy markers. And I had one sitting here, but I can't find it now. You want to use metal, because what's going to happen is you're going to learn your strokes totally not good. You know, if you're just wanting to play and you just want to write some stuff and you just want to do some calligraphy bits in your journal or something, then use the felt ones, the marker ones. That, you know. But if you want to learn professional calligraphy, you use the metal ones. Okay, so anyway, so here's my new one. I think I'll just leave it in here for now, just because it looks pretty. But yeah. Okay, so let's continue on here. I got a paper tortillon in here. Look, another crochet hook. Another crochet hook. I guess I just put all my crochet hooks in there. So anyway, you can see, and here's a parallel pen. These are some of the, and you can see how well used, how dirty they are. I do not clean. I don't clean them. No, don't email me. They are years of ink. And this one has a cork barrel thing there. So I have these. Then I have from Darcy Glam and another one from Hubster and Boo. Let's see, let me show you these. Hang on. Again, I wish they could all fit in this box, but they're obviously not going to. So I have some other nice calligraphy pens here. This one's from Annie V, and I showed y'all this back in the back when she sent it to me. Annie V is one of our viewers, and I do send her a card every now and then, try to keep in touch. I don't know how much I remember her husband had open heart surgery a couple years ago. I do send cards. I hadn't heard from her for a while now, but if y'all remember back, I think it was 2 Christmases ago, she sent me this vintage calligraphy pen, and I had the letter from her. I think it's in my letters, but she talked about, this is a pearl handled vintage, I'm not sure if it's Victorian or how old it is, pen. So if I had pieces of fabric covered. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying, Prisma, I know myself. When I want a pen or something, I want to get right to it. I'm not that neat and organized. This right here is pushing it. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm neat. Don't get me wrong. I am neat and organized, but I'm not. I don't do that lining up and tacking that. You know, like those ribbons that were holding that down. I would never ever tie that ribbon again. I just know myself. When I want to use a supply, that's like my Prisma pencils. I want to grab the color. I want a yellow. I want to do this. Find the yellow I want. If these that I use literally every single day were hard to get to or lined up in cases by color, it would drive me crazy because if I need a color, I want to grab the color and then get it, right? So that's why I did this shelf thing right here in front of me, this 5-foot, 3-tiered shelf thing I built out of foam core, so I can just reach right here and get it. So anyway, this Annie V sent me this, and I know, isn't it? And I do want to keep that in this box because I don't want anything to happen to it. So again, these 3 boxes I'm going to show you, they're not going to fit in here. And they're not things I use every day. Let me put my little Annie V name back in there. Yeah. Then there's this one. Let's see, this is the one that I think Darcy got me in England. Darcy, I think Darcy and Sister Woman got me this one. So let me take, it's a crystal. It's all crystal. It's all glass. It's all glass. See, again, this doesn't go in here, right? So I want to keep them in the box. So they bought me this, I think in London at a pin shop or not a pin shop, what do you call it? Paper, a stationery store. So yeah, it's a beautiful crystal. Look how that looks when you twirl it. Like hand-blown glass it's got a glass nib. So yeah, and it comes with a little protector for the nib. So there's that. And then Boo and Hubster got me this one. I think they got this one for me at Barnes & Noble. I think this one came from Barnes & Noble, and it's a crystal one as well, but this one has a metal nib that you can take the nib out, and so it's just a metal replaceable. They just, they pop in and out. So yeah. There's a real cute story with this one. This was, Hubster got me the Barnes & Noble. It comes with a little bottle of ink. Some years ago, Boo is probably about maybe 5. She's 14 now. So maybe 5 or 6. And she and Hubster went out Christmas shopping that year together for my Christmas present. So they went to Barnes & Noble, and he got me this and a couple other, I don't even remember now. I just remember this from the story. And so he goes up there and he's going to pay for whatever he got at Barnes & Noble's for me. It was like $100. And so Boo goes, "Granddad, you better remember your budget." Oh, it was so cute. And so Hubster told Boo, "Well, isn't Nana worth $100? Yeah. Anyway, so it was really cute. So those sit up here on my ink shelf, right? They're up here on my ink shelf. Mom gave me, let's see if I can reach up here. So all my feather quills, let me show you this. Here's all my feather quills. Mom had this, she got this in, I think, London too. When she went over there, she's been to London a few times. So let me get the dust off of it there. So, it's a vintage crystal inkwell, like a little pyramid, like that. So see I guess that's even, she gave it to me, it had ink in it. I don't ever use this for like really using for calligraphy, but I just leave the crystal down like that, and I put all my what do you call it, quill nibs in here. So like that. And I think she gave me a couple of vintage feathers too, but they all just stay in here, and they all rest up on top of my they're all up there on my shelf. I don't know if you could see it because ink bottles were in front of it, but this stays up on my ink shelf too. What else? Um, but when I do calligraphy, I just use one of these soapstones. I you know, drop, you know, squeeze out some ink, and then when I'm doing calligraphy, I just, you know, use the ink because I can scrape it out. I can dip and scrape right out of here. It's got a little well in there, and this does get crusted up. And if it does, if it's a kind of ink that will pull back out, I'll clean it out. But otherwise, the ink just accumulates in there. It doesn't bother me. I just dip and drag. So this is what I use now. I never, and I told Cam too, don't ever, I gave him a little porcelain thing to use for his ink. Don't ever use it out of the jar. Don't dip your pen down in there like it's an inkwell, because you're going to get it all over the place. It's going to get way much. You got to drag it off on something else. Whereas if you just have one of these, and you can get these little soapstones like at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I think I got mine at Hobby Lobby, and then the other one, what you call it, Angie Bell sent me that she got at Daiso. So you can get these at Daiso. So put your ink in there, and then you can dip your calligraphy pen in that and drag. So it like gets the excess off in there. That's how I do it. Don't email me if you don't do it that way. Okay, so let's finish going. All right, so now, like I said, all these are not going to fit in here. And eventually this is going to go in here too. But I'm going to leave it in here for now because it's new. All right, so let's put that back up on the shelf. All that lives on the shelf. Okay, now back into my little seals. This is the stuff I want to put in here, because this little box just sits on my shelf, right? Okay, you two Scoops. Well, wait, where is your name, Inkwell? This right here. Oh, you mind just in general? I have this from Nana. Nana. I don't know if y'all know Nana. Her name is Nana, and she made me this some years ago. I didn't know if you just saw this on my shelf or something. Anyway, I use inkwell because I used to draw more in ink years ago, but also because of the calligraphy. So I have had Inkwell or Inkywell online, or Inky. I went by Inky too, for 25 years. Going on, I got probably 30 now. 95, 93, 73, 13. Yeah, at least 25 years online. I've used Inky, Inkwell, and I went with Inkywell with an I because a lot of places Inkwell was already taken. By the time I started doing Instagram, which I've only done for a couple years, you know, Twitter I've been doing for quite a while. Maybe, I don't know how many years, I could look it up. But anyway, some like Inkwell was already taken. But I've used Inkwell and Inky online for like 25 years. Okay, so now I've cleaned out this little box, and then this is the little box Denise gave me. So I'll put that up there. So these are my wax seals, and some matches in here to do the wax seals. So let's see, I got some white ones in here. I really don't need the boxes, to tell you the truth. The only time the little boxes needed when someone goes, oh, where'd you get that? Well, I don't know. All right, so this one is, it's just called sealing wax. I don't even know. It's pearl color. So I got these. I got a green one. I got a red one. Got a blue one, and then this one came with the gold one, right? The set. Let's see, there's another gold one, and then here's another white one. And see, I don't even know. Like, all right, here I have extra nibs, and I don't even know what pen these go to. These are from some fountain pen. Oh, speaking of fountain pens, y'all are gonna laugh. You're not gonna laugh at this. I did get something else. Hang on. So I went to Michael's with a coupon. Don't email me. Don't hate on me. I got the Jane Davenport. It was only $7.99, and I had used a 40% off coupon. I got this thing for like $4. So I did buy the Jane Davenport little fountain pen for $4. I couldn't resist for $4, right? Okay, so what else do I have in here? Okay, so this one's empty. That sealing wax is empty. I can just take these. Oh, and these little sealing waxes, they're the little discs. Okay, they're sealing discs, and what they are, and we'll do one here in a minute. See, I got two things of purple. I must really like the purple ones. These are really made to use with these. Okay. Don't want to upset Pedro. Yes, yeah, don't use Inkwell on Twitter. So these are just sealing wax discs. So we'll do one here in a minute. So you can buy them like this, or you can just buy the like this where you melt them. So we'll probably do both, as long as I don't set my camera on fire. And I might be talking a little loud because I am close. Let me turn my volume down a little. I don't know. Nobody said anything, so maybe it's not too loud. But my camera is really close to my mouth. So these are little sealing wax discs. So let's put those in there. And I don't even know what this is. Some base coat of something. I don't even know what these are. Adhesive, base coat, antiquing glaze. Something probably to do with, and look, that's really even, I just need to throw these away. Probably has something to do with some gold leafing stuff. But I'm trashing all that because I know it's years old. Here's a little dropper. We'll put one dropper in there. Here's another red sealing wax. Here's one of those cartridges, dried out, trash. A couple of pencils. These need to go in the nub jar, which, by the way, Cameron took the nub jar home, too. What else is in here? Here's my little paintbrush. And really, I should give this to Cameron. This came with one of the watercolor sets. It's a little miniature paintbrush. I don't use it, but I think it came with one of the miniature watercolor sets that I have, but I need to give that to Cam. Put that up there. More matches. And then this is stencil paint. But I think I kept it because it was a cute little jar. This kind of reminds me of, thanks guys, it kind of reminds me of those little, what do you call it, those little vintage paints that Denise bought me in San Antonio. So I'm going to keep it just because it's cute. So in the meantime, we clean this box out. Oh wait, here's some more sealing wax. They're on our little, these already have something on them, but you could reheat these, remelt those, and reuse them. So that can go in here too. Let's put that under the bottom here. Okay, so, and then I'll put, I don't need all these matches in here, just one box of matches. So take these all back down to the kitchen. I don't need all those in here. Well, I'll keep one out because I'm going to use it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a sealing wax. The one that Hubster got me was a fleur-de-lis, and then this one is my little inkwell. And so what I do is after I melt them and seal them, oh wait, Denise isn't going to let Cam, oh I know, you know what, Jean just said something. Denise is not going to let Cam visit anymore because I'm loading him down with stuff. I know. Seriously, that was a concern of mine. Because I gave Cam my oil paints, my, all the accoutrements you need for oil paints, your what do you call it, you know, your, odorless thinner. I had a bunch of Bob Ross oil paints, nice and big tubes of oil paint. I don't oil paint anymore. And he's using oil paints, especially next year in senior AP class, in his art class, and he's already doing oil, so I gave him a big, long lesson on oil paints. I fixed him up another gouache palette. I gave him my light box. He needed a new one of those big wood clipboards, those big ones that you draw on. Oh man, I gave him a bunch of art books. I gave him some writing books on you know, books I have on writing. What else? Oh my gosh, literally the trunk was full. It's no joke. I know. So, but wait, I'm not in trouble, Eileen, because let me say. So Cam told me, he goes, I messaged Mom and told her I had a trunk full of art supplies, and she said, okay. Because here's the thing, next year's AP art, she won't have to buy that stuff. So she didn't mind me giving it to him because she knows he's going to need all that stuff in his senior year. So she approved it. Okay, so here we go. So now this is my little calligraphy box. Again, this is a box Hubster gave me, and we're going to make this little journal too. So yeah, so I want to show you how to use one of the discs and some of the sealing melty wax, and then what I do is I take rub and buff, if I can find my old rub and buff, and I shine like the purple. I'll put gold rub and buff on the gold. I can put like purple rub and buff, so you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't know if we're going to use this blue ink or not today, but I'm going to leave it out for a minute. Okay, when I do my like regular just calligraphy or messing around, because I don't do professional calligraphy very much. I do a couple of big oversized certificates for a local dojo for when the kids graduate for their karate or go up to another belt. I do certificates for them, and there's big, huge calligraphy. I mean, certificates. So, and they like them hand done. Well, I'll do it like with, you know, Black Star, carbon ink, or you know, like that. Do they still make rub and buff? I don't know. It's not rub and buff, Eileen. It is. Hang on, let me get it. It's those scrapbook ones, Eileen. These. It's these kind of rub and buff. It's basically rub and buff, but in these little tins. You know, you remember these? And that's really all I use them for anymore, is like over wax seals or the occasional something. All right, so I'm going to just set this aside for a minute, and I guess I'll just do one of these, because I'll probably, if I'm making this into a journal, I'm going to have to decide, and I know there's a way to do it, I'll have to just fiddle with it, where you can take the card and attach it to an envelope and make like kind of like a two-tiered, two-size. You take the envelope and you attach the card, I think you flip it back, let's see, something like this. So you have all these layers of journals, and then you also have pockets. So it turns into a journal and a pocket journal, right? So I'm not sure if this would be the front or if an envelope would be, probably this would be the front. So I'm going to roll with that because we're going to put all this together. You still have yours too, Eileen? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put 2 seals on here. Oh, I need some kind of a little ribbon because that makes it look nice too. I don't want to have to dig too deep. Ah, here. Wait a minute. I got a little sari silk. Oh, here's a black ribbon. Or a dark blue. Okay, this will work. So I'm going to take a little bit of this dark blue ribbon. Hang on, where's my scissors? And we're going to do a little cut here. So let's see here. So this will probably be too big. I'll have to shorten it. Something like this. Because I want to do 2. I'm going to put 2 seals on it just for the demo's sake. Or maybe I'll do one on one and one on another. Because I really like my inkwell. A fleur-de-lis is not my symbol. The inkwell is the symbol. So I probably should put an inkwell on here. But I want to show you how to do the 2 different kinds, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the gold first. Now, I am going to try to move up as far as I can here away from the camera. The camera's right here, and I don't want any, you know, heat coming up to the camera. And I probably should have a lighter, actually, would be better, because a lighter, yeah, especially, let me turn the fan. The fan's blowing. I don't have a light. I had a lighter with this somewhere at one point. So I got something else up there. I don't even know. Wait, what's in this jar? Oh, and I did buy some boxes, guys, for my desk. I forgot. Oh, so here's some old gold leaf stuff. Here is the metal leaf adhesive. Here is Renaissance foil. These are for foiling. And then here's some little nibs in there. I bet Eileen's got some of those laying around. Now they've gone to the fine liners, but this was before fine liners. Some foiling adhesive. Yeah, I don't even know if this stuff's in. I'm going to throw that away. I'll keep the Mona Lisa. I don't know. Okay. But I just saw that sitting up there. But remind me to show you all my new boxes. I got 2 new boxes to put on my desk at Michael's. They were 50% off. Help the wheel. All right, so I probably really need a lighter, but let's just see if I just have to use 10 matches to get this going. So what I'm going to do, look how old this is. It's not even going to light. Ah! I haven't used it in a long time. Let's try this book here. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is light this. And I'm just going to keep turning the wax. I'm going to just drip it. It's going to take a second to melt. And then it's going to start dripping. There it goes. See, it's dripping right there. Can y'all see the drip? So you want a big blob of it, really. And you got to just keep the drips on top of each other to keep the wax hot and soft. So you just keep, I'm just turning and turning and turning the little candle. And it's not candle wax. It's a different kind of wax than candle wax. Because candle wax back in the day when they used candle wax for sealing stuff was like different kind of wax and like, I don't know, it's just not the same. The candles, now there's probably specialty candles and honey candles and, or what do you call it, beeswax candles. Those are different, so those would work. But your everyday candle you buy at the store, you know, yeah, don't use those. If you're gonna, at least if you're gonna buy one off the shelf, get the beeswax ones. 911. Okay, so that's probably enough there. So, but this one I'm going to use the big seal with. So let's see. Let's put a little more because I'm going to use the big seal, and it's still hot and melty. I'm just kind of moving it around. That might be enough, but let's just make sure. I'm just keep turning the wax so it keeps dripping down. Okay. And see, at the same time, I'm sealing in the ribbon, right? Okay, I'm probably going to have to do it pretty soon. I don't want to start hardening up. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I put a drip right there. Now I'm going to take my fleur-de-lis, and while it's wet, you got to smush it in and just leave it there for a minute. Leave it there. See, I did put a little... I did put a little much. Good grief, go out already. Let me spit on it. There we go. All right. So, and you want it to, your seal is mashing into the wax. It's sealing wax. Sealing wax is more flexible. The candle wax, and it doesn't pop off like candle wax. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, CMC scribe. You sound like a calligrapher. So anyway, oh, I just smeared that. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get a little flake of something off, and I had soot on my finger. Oh, well, it's just going to look authentic. Okay, so anyway, I think that's good. Is it? No, maybe it's not. Okay, what's the deal? Still hot. Okay, it's not done yet. Okay. You know what I gotta say, guys? I probably should have put a little something on that seal. This one has been used and used and used. I hope that it's so new. It's so new. I didn't do anything to it. We'll see. It's still hot. I can still touch it and it's moving. Okay, so while that one's setting up, let's go on to another one. Maybe there'll be one on the back. Okay, where's my ribbon again? Okay. You can see I don't do this every day, right? You can see I do not play with my sealing wax and stuff every day. Okay. Okay, sealing wax. Okay, yeah. Sealing wax must be good for fingerprints too. Probably, I don't know. I wouldn't want to stick my finger in some hot wax, but you know, whatever. Let's see. It's still hot. Is it going to come off yet? No, it's... Oh my gosh, come off now. What did I do? Hang on. I don't think this one's going to work. I think it's going to take... I'm going to have to do this one over. Because, see, it's stuck. Either I left it too long or this brand new brass hang on guys, we're going to redo. Hang on. This brand new, after you use them a couple times, so I got a little bit stuck in there. Hang on. See, this is what you find out when you use a brand new seal. Because I haven't used a new one in forever, because I always use this one. But let's start over. Hang on. We're going to melt some more wax. Let's just get that out there. Hang on. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I think I should have heated this up too. Okay, so hang on. So it kind of worked, but it peeled off. See, it peeled that little bit up right there. So we're going to redo this. Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't even try. I don't know. I mean, let me save the ribbon. Hang on. I'm going to save that. We're going to start over because I kind of messed that up anyway. Okay. We're going to start over. All right. I think I should have heated this up too. Just saying. Let's start over. All right. We're going to go back to this. All right. Let's restart up our gold. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, let's start it again. Hang on. Be patient. I don't like to put oils on it. I think if I just heated it up, but I'm not sure. You can do it. WD-40. It probably wouldn't hurt to put some oil on it, but now I can't leave. I mean, I can't get up. I'm stuck here now. I'm gonna just try to heat the, because I think it was, the cold seal going into the hot wax. Whereas if it was warmed up a little, I'll have calligraphers all over the world emailing me. Hang on, guys. Let's just keep going. And it does look cool to have a weird drip off of on the edge somewhere. It just looks more like authentic, or like someone was in a hurry to do a seal on an important document, and they were in a hurry. The courier was there at the moment, and they're saying, quickly, quickly, I've got to get that document right now. So the seal is kind of messy. See the story we make up to excuse our messiness? All right, that's probably enough. All right, so what I'm going to do now while that's still dripping is I'm going to heat my seal up a little. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's not set the table on fire. See, it's all still smoking. I can't put it out. Where's my, I'm going to stick it in my water. Okay, it went out. All right, let's see if now still, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering about this seal. Let me go on to my one I use all the time. Good story to put in a black smudge on a card. Yeah. All right, so these, I think I really probably do need a lighter. Because that's what I usually do with these, is a lighter. Smoking, yeah. Okay, let's see. Really? Come on. There it goes. Okay, it still pulled a little bit out. Oh, I didn't get it thick enough right there. That's okay, I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, so I just didn't get it quite thick. I didn't get enough wax right there on the top, so it was paper thin. So let me just put wet my thing. Okay, we're just going to roll with this. I wet my wick because I was smoking, so now I can't really use it. I can get another color out. So what I wanted to show you to do all this for is now I'll take, like, let's take red. Let's take maroon. So this never dries. This is like a rub and buff. So it really never dries. Poor Hubster. I got a messy. Okay, so I'm going to put some rub and buff on here. Let's make sure the seal is done. And I just rub right over the seal, and you can use any color. I'm just using the red on the gold so you can see. Then the seal shows up. See? I don't know. Can't you see? I'm not doing this very well today. Sorry, guys. It needs another drop of wax in there now. Where's that other? Let me get the box out here. I got another. It's probably not the same color gold. It's not. This is a different color gold. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Let's try to relight the candle. I mean, let's try to relight the wick that's wet. Let's see if I can do it. If it'll still if it'll light. Even if I could just get a drop. No, it's not going to work, guys. I wet the wick. Yeah, wetter wick. You girls. So anyway, there's like red. I'm not really happy with it. Let's try some of the. No, not the blue. Let's try it here. All right. I'm going to go back over it with the gold to get it all back gold again. And then, let's see. Oh, here's dark blue. I didn't even, or is that black? No, it's dark blue. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with wax. Alrighty. I smeared it a little. Anyway, that's messy. Y'all can do this better. Y'all can do this so much neater. Or if we just took a little more time. You can see I'm a little out of practice here, people. Okay, so let me go back to my box here. This pin. Let me see which pin this is here, sitting here. It's a cartridge pin. Is this a parallel pin? Yes, this is. This pin needs to go with my other parallel pin. Okay, what did I do here? Alright, let me just put it back in the box for now. Okay. Looks like a sun gone mad. Let me get a baby wipe. So we're going to finish this project, then we're going to go on to some coloring. Oh, I got to show you my new boxes. And also, I did, if y'all missed it when you first came in, you know, when Cam was here and he did his coloring and his inking, he did finish his color book page. So here is his finished color book page. So, yeah. He finished her. I showed it earlier, but I'll show it again in case you came in late. Yeah. She turned out so pretty. I know, right, Eileen? Okay, so, do I need to do this with, I really have to do that with a lighter. Because the match doesn't stay lit long enough. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it right now. So yeah, we'll just save that for another day. We'll just go with this one. Okay, so anyway, back to our box here. This is our little, again, I got my nibs in here. Whoop, come back here, Queen Pam business card. And then I got my new nibs in this little matchbook one that Janet made me. So let's just put our seals back in here for now. And these matches are old. I think I'll just put these like those in there. So yeah, so this is the box that Hubster gave me with all that stuff. If you missed the beginning of the show, it looks like a book. All right, so let's move all this out. Let's put the rub and buff away. The new Jane Davenport pen, we'll show that maybe in a little while. And now I have an empty box, some ribbons. Okay. So, oh, and also, this is what I'm working on while Cam was working on his. So I started a new page, and I used a lot of gold paint. So you can see, this is the page I'm working on now, the new one. And I'm not recording this because I was just working on it when Cam was working on his. So this is the gold that you see is just, where's the paint? Oh, here it is. Is just gold metallic paint. The Deco Art Splendid Gold. And then the little gold, that's tiny gold there, that's with the Star Gel by Jelly Roll. The glitter pins by Jelly Roll right there. So yeah. So that's what that is. So working on that. And we still have to finish this one. Got to finish that one. Okay, so let's finish up this. Let's see what we can do. Oh, and then I'll show the, oh, my boxes. So I got 2 new boxes. At Michael's had all their boxes on sale for 50% off. So like I got like $5. Look at this one. Dream Big, Darling. And they're quite thick. And they're the kind with the magnet. Have the magnetic. So this one right here is all this right now has got all my, these are my everyday sketching supplies. This is what I sketch, draw, doodle, any kind of ideas or anything like that. I put all, because it sits on my desk. So if I want to do that, just go, bam. So yeah, my pencils, my refills. These are all my parallel pen cartridges are in here, and other ink cartridges, including the Jane Davenport ones with the new pen. So I just keep all those in here. But this is all the stuff I use. Like here's my Kuretake brush pen, my graph gear, all my color pencils, my drawing pencils with their leads. They're all in here. Some more my food. What are they? Food touch. Anyway, markers, drawing markers. So yeah, that's what I have in this box here. So when I want to draw and sketch, this is the box that I use. So I can just take this box if I want to move from room to room. All my sketching and drawing accoutrements are in this box. And I'll tell you all the measurements. I think Cameron might have left the ruler in his room. I have my plastic ruler I can't find, so let me use my metal one. So this is 12.5 by 9. So this is a 9 by 12.5. I love the, tealy color, and it's pretty all the way around. And it has the magnetic clasp. So yeah, that's this one. And the one that I got to go with is bigger. It's probably not going to fit under the camera. This one is 14.5 by 10. So this is 10 by 14.5. Again, it's got the magnetic clasp. And this one I have, and I just probably shouldn't have done that. This one I just have my glue, my scissors, some of the post-it notes I use every day, my erasers, my sharpeners, stuff like that. This is just like what sits on my desk kind of stuff. So this one looks like this, polka dot with florals all the way around. So yeah, and they were 50% off. Yeah, so that's, I just wanted something pretty sitting on my desk instead of that tray. So now these sit on my desk. I can get right at them. Okay. So I did get a little bit of that stuff cleaned out. I'm really proud of myself. All right, so let's see what we can do. The calligraphy stuff. Let's see what we can do here. That's pretty. I want to keep, see, this is the kind of stuff I would used to keep till Denise said, Mom, throw that away. Modern day version of a cigar box. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, Mountain Dreamer. So let's see here now. Where's my glue? Let's see if I can kind of remember how to put together one of these. When you take an envelope and a card set, okay, let's separate the envelopes from the cards, and you glue the card. I'll have to fix that. I'll put some of the gold paint in there, right? Hang on. Let's just do that real quick. If you have any questions, put them in caps. I'm probably missing all kinds of questions, guys. All right. There's some wax. Oh my. I just painted my table this morning too, by the way. I painted it with just some acrylic paint. Mint green, I think it was. Okay, there's my chalk. I don't need that. Okay, let's see. Let me just get a little paintbrush. Alrighty. Let's move this off here for a minute. I think I'm going to paint the whole thing and then re-put so it all looks cohesive. Then I'll re-put the rub and buff over it so I can get rid of my smudge too. Alright, so there we go. See? There's always a fix. There's always a way to fix. Okay, so there's my little fleur-de-lis. After that dries, I'll put rub and buff. I was going to say, let me heat it with a heat gun, but I don't think that'd be a good idea with wax. Alright, so let's see. Let me just start with another one. So what I think I'm trying to remember how to put a whole bunch of them together. I know you glue the card or another envelope to the envelope like this. Maybe it was envelope to envelope. Hang on, guys, I gotta think. I need Eileen. Okay, I think it's envelope to envelope. Then you can make a separate pocket when you put the card on the inside like this. I guess this really doesn't matter. I mean, as long as they're all connected in some way and you have pockets. Do you know what I mean? You can have pockets in there too. Thanks, bud. But the idea is to have a, let me just get a rubber band to test. I'll put a ribbon or a pretty twine to hold it all together, but for a minute I just need to figure out how to hold them together with, so I'll just use a rubber band for a minute. Envy to envy. Okay, so like this, Eileen, like that, is that right? And then you can attach the card to the flap and then attach another card to the other side like this, and then you don't even see the envelope like if you glued those two together. I was trying to keep as many pockets as possible, so I'm thinking it's like that, right? Okay, I think Eileen said yes, so that's what this is the way we're gonna roll. All right, so I'm gonna get my glue here, and I'm going to on the flat. Oh, wait, does it need to be on the, I guess it doesn't matter because they're going to be hidden anyway, both sides of the flap. Okay, so again, I always smear out my glue so that it doesn't bump. Okay, so that's going to attach to that. Then this one, too many options. Well, there, yeah, I guess whatever works, right? I mean, as long as we're getting them to, this goes on here. So we're going to attach these two together. And then the card goes on this one. The whole card. I think I'll just do the whole card. See, the idea is have them to connect so that you can just use a twine to hold them all together like in a binding, right? I need more glue on that. We're getting a lot of projects out of that box, Hubster. Hey, Susan. Wax seals and changing up the box and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, so let's match this up. Okay, there we go. We're in business now, Eileen. Okay, so we have that card. Let's make sure it's glued well. Then this card, then the next envelope. See, I want pockets too. But are the pockets going to be upside down? Ugh. If I make some signatures like this, and these signatures can all hold together. All right, let's see if I can just make another one of these. And we'll connect them. I'm going to try to do 3 of these and try to connect all 3. Let's see. So I need 2 of these, and I'll have 2 more. I might be able to make 3 more signatures. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, 2 envelopes for this, 2 envelopes. Yes, I can. I can make 3 more signatures and have a couple left over because I messed up that one. Okay. All right, so now fold these backwards because we want to have the pockets. Okay, these go to like this and like this. So essentially what you got are your 2 envelopes. We're going to see if this works. Got your 2 envelopes with the flaps backwards. Have them face each other. Okay, those are going to glue together. Then you're going to have your 2 cards on either end glue together. Okay? All right. And it does have sticky stuff on the envelopes. I guess I could use that to my advantage too. The glue on the envelopes. But yeah, I don't lick envelopes. I don't have a wet something right next to me to... Okay, so these 2 get stuck together. Okay. Now, the 2 cards that go on either side. I'm going to put a little glue here and then full-on glue here because this is going to stick to this one too. Okay, and then let's do this. A little bit more glue here. I'm just using Eileen's tacky because it rolls off your finger. Okay. Make sure it's good. Take more time than I'm doing. All right, so that goes on here. And then this one. On here. Let's put some extra glue on that. Not watching chat much, guys, here. All right, now these 2 go together. Okay, there's the second one. 2 more, guys. Hang on. This is a set of cards that came in that calligraphy set that Hubster got me. And at least it wasn't a handbag, if y'all missed that story. After we do this, I'll start another video with another project. Because we've been here an hour and a half and I need coffee. Okay. Alright, so now these 2 go together. Okay. Now 2 cards. Make sure they're going the right way here. Yeah, like that. Glue here. Glue here. And the new caps, they make it so you can just stand it up now too. That's really awesome. Just smearing it out so it's not bumpy. Although I got a couple glue boogers on my finger. I need to clean my hands off so that, because it's starting to roll off on my hands. There we go. So let's glue this one. And this one. I hope nobody in chat's going, no, you're doing it wrong. It could be. We'll see. Let's get all the way to the edges. I want the edges nice and glued down. Okay. So if y'all missed it too, we gave Hubster, well, my daughter and niece were really the ones that did it. I just had to not let him find out. Gave him a surprise birthday party Saturday at the lake. So we all, me, Cam, and Hubster drove down just thinking we're going to meet Denise and maybe a niece or two at the lake. And it was a surprise party with some of his old friends from high school, and it was really nice. So there's 3. Okay, is that, let me see here. Okay, there we go. There's 3. One more. So it was really nice. He was really surprised. And then Denise, bless her heart, that was on Saturday. Denise on Saturday said, y'all go home, everybody go home, I'll stay, and, oops, sorry guys, I got a little glue on the wrong side there. Y'all stay and I'll vacuum and clean up and all that, so y'all go home. So Denise and Cam stayed. Well, they spent the night, Saturday night, and then Sunday morning said, oh, y'all go home, I'll stay on Father's Day, and I'll get everything cleaned up, and then Cam and I'll head on out. And everybody else had left. So everybody left, and Denise's car wouldn't start. So Hubster, for the good father that he is for Father's Day, had to, well, we both went, but, you know, back down to the lake to jump her car off. So that's what we did yesterday. For Father's Day, don't you want the opening of the envelope behind the note card? Well, I don't know. I don't really think it matters on a kind of a junk card, you know, junk, little mini junk. I don't think it matters which side the opening's on. I guess you could make it that way if you wanted. I don't know. I'm not really thinking about it. As long as it had an opening, that's all I was thinking about. Okay, so let's glue this one to that. And while that's still got glue wet at the top there, we gotta hurry up and glue this one on. So, it's a very, very busy weekend for everybody. Okay. All right. There we go. So now I have 4 little signatures. Now let's see how we attach them. All righty. Do I want 2 strings or 1? Let's see here. All right, so we got 4 signatures, and I guess I could just pile them on top of each other. I don't see why not. They're not. It's not that many. So if I put one inside of each one, wait, let me go back. Have this heavy side on this side, then the heavy side on this side. Then I'm talking, when I say heavy, I mean the double page. Now have the double page on this side, and then have the double page on that side, because one's thicker than the other. So if we do all that, see, it's still gonna, yeah, it's going to be too many. So we're gonna have to work out another arrangement here. Let's see. If I put the envelopes on the inside, the openings, let's see, I could probably put 2 and 2. More than 2, it's going to flare out the, you know, this would be a good one like with a Copic stitch or Coptic stitch. Copic, I got Copics on the head. Okay, so that they were sewn together, or we can bind those two, can combine these two. All right, we're going to do it with rubber bands. Well, no, let's don't. Let's do it with string. Hang on. Let's see. Let's do it with, do I want to do it with string or ribbon? Probably string. Let's go ahead. I got this just baker's twine sitting here. So let's do baker's twine. Okay, so we're going to close that. We're going to have the envelopes on the inside. Okay. So that's the way we're going to roll with that. 2, and I have a couple areas that probably could be glued better on the corner. Glue? No, I don't want, because I'm losing all those pages, Terry. I don't want to glue them to each other. I mean, yeah, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can, but I don't want to because I'm losing all the extra real estate. I think I'm going to just go with this. Okay, and I could make a cover. So we got 4 signatures here, which are a little warped because the glue hasn't dried yet. But those are looking good. Now, let's attach. So I need 1, 2, let's see how many strings. If I put it with rubber bands, I can always see it. 1, 2, 3. So we just need 3. So let's go with the brown. I think, because we're going to do the neutral colors here. Let's go with the brown twine. But anyway, that's what we did over the weekend. Use a file folder. Oh, a file folder cover. Now, we've done so many of those too. Oh my gosh, I got so many of those in the other room. I don't even know what to do with them all. All right, so what I want to do is take this one, find a center here, and then the next one, and if we tie these two together. Hang on, guys. I want to leave a string too, so if we want to do any beads or anything hanging off of it. But I got to have enough for 3. Okay, we got plenty. All right, so let's do 3 this side. Okay, so now let me measure out 3 pieces of twine here. This twine's a little stiff. I don't know why. Should probably wet it. Might have some it might have some sizing on it. I probably should wet it and let it dry, but I'm not going to. All right, there's 1, 2. Has some kind of sizing. We'll finish this project up and we'll go on to another one. I got to get coffee though. Okay. So, whoops, sorry guys, bump the camera. All right, so she just, I don't want to stitch. Don't make me stitch. Okay, so let's see. If I go on this side of this one, I'm trying to see how I think if I go in the middle where the envelopes are. So that way there's a stitch on the separate ones. Okay. I should probably put a, all right, that's where the envelope is. Don't want to do there. Let's see. Hang on, guys. I got to go with the envelope. So I have to have them the same. I have to be able to see one side's shorter, right? I can't attach the string where the shorter one is to with the longer, taller one because it'll tear. So I have to go where the two openings are. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go with the openings. I should probably get a clip while I'm doing this rather than just winging it. Okay. If anybody's watching this, do not attempt this at home. I should give this to Hubster with messages in it. Yeah, this could be his little message book. I could stick little messages in it, right? All right. Because he doesn't care if it's all jacked up. All right, so now I want to go in between here and the next middle one, which is here. So these two. Yeah, he won't care, right? He'd probably be going, what? How do I get into this thing? Why do I need all these pockets and pages? Can't you just give me a note? Okay, there's two. You laughing at me, Eileen? I know. Alright, so now this one. Essentially, guys, I'm tying them all together, but I'm trying to tie them together with the in the center where the envelopes are rather than the cards, because the cards are shorter than the envelopes, right? Okay, let's see. Now I can just kind of fiddle. Oh, did I do that one wrong? Wait, did I do that one wrong? Where is it? I lost one. Ah, here we go. I just gotta get that on the side there. Okay, I'm gonna have to fiddle, but once I get them all straightened out there we go. It's pretty neat. Now, if I want, I could put a cover. That one's just messed up. What's the dealio there? Did I go on the wrong thing? No, it slipped. It slipped over because I didn't glue that well enough. Oh no. That one slipped over because that's not glued well enough. There we go. Stay on your side. There we go. I could put a cover on it, covering the whole thing. There we go. Now it's better. Hang Timmy, yeah, I can hang things off here. Yeah, some of the Timmy nibs. I actually have some Timmy nibs somewhere. And other things, right? So, yeah. But do you think it needs a cover? It probably, or it needs a cover on the spine. No, that I can't. Well, it's got to be short because I want to still be able to open these. So the little cover or the little spine can't be thicker than that. So let's see. I need a brick. I need a brick or a big clamp. Where's my clamps? Where are my clamps? Ah, here we go. No, that's not it. Ah, here we go. Here's one. Let me take it off the wall. So I'm thinking we could put a spine, just a spine cover, a rollover, like just right there, you know? Okay, I think we'll use some Timmy paper because, well, hey, because we have some. This one's kind of, that's the back side of the cage there. Kind of like the cage. Let's see if that would be big enough. Let's see. That would probably be just right. All right, where's my bone folder? Yeah, I'm just not gonna go a whole cover because if I do a full cover, Well, as long as I only glue it right to there. But I'm just thinking, just the spine. This is what I'm thinking. Here, like this. I'll show you. Let's see how thick I need the spine. Okay, about there. About halfway. Okay. And then trim this side off. Oh, Eileen and anybody else, have y'all seen those? I think they're 7 Gypsy ledgers. They're like $30. And what they are is essentially a large, oversized post-bound scrapbook book, but it's got a ledger paper in it. Have you seen that? I didn't buy one. I was a little tempted, but not too. If it had not been a post-bound, if it had been a ring-bound, I would have probably been tempted to buy it. But it had all faux ledger. It was a faux ledger with faux ledger paper. It was like $30, $29.99, I think. No, it's not. It's not a marbleized bone folder. It's just junky and crusty. Suzanne. Suzanne says you have a marbleized. It looks like you have a marbleized bone folder. No, that's all just stuff. That's all junk. It's old. You have one? OMG, Eileen. Did you get the large oversized with the ledger paper, or did you get the one with kind of, looks kind of like old parchment paper? Which one did you get? Oh my gosh, why did I even ask? I should have known. I should have known, Eileen. So this is kind of the idea here, guys. Let me just kind of clamp it up here. This is the idea I had, like this. Now let me just trim it down to where I want it. I think I'll go right there. No, because I want the bird cages to show. So right at the underside of this, and where? How long do I want it? Right up that bee, little bee thing there. There we go. You got two sides. You got the big one and the small one? You did not. Did you really? You bought both of them, Eileen? Yeah, real ledgers are cool, but so they have faux ledgers. They are cool, guys. They have like sort of a suede binding on the edge. It's really nice. It's totally worth $29.95. If it wasn't post-bound. I don't like post-bound anything. If it had, and I could take it apart and make it into a ring bound. But if it had come as a ring bound, I probably would have bought it. You gave the little one to Jen. Oh, nice, Eileen. So, hey, Sarah, and anybody else popping in. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We're making we're trying to make a little journal out of this paper that Hubster gave me in a, so yeah, I'm thinking that would work. So let me slather everything down with glue. Let me put this band back on me. We're about ready to wrap this baby up here. I am. I'm ready to move on. Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of glue on here first. And I'm going to smear it out and then put some more glue because I want a lot of glue. A lot of glue. I just love my Eileen's Tacky. It works for most things that I want to do. You know. Technically, you should probably want to do a cheesecloth or the book binding tape. You know, all that stuff. Okay, so what I need another clamp, though. Do I have another one around here? I had one. I don't see where it is now. I had these big Mama Jamba clamps too, but I can't remember where I put them. I'm looking at all my bookshelves, seeing are they clamped on anything? Because I usually just clamp them on the bookshelves around the room, but I'm not seeing them. All right, so what we're going to have to do is hold this until I get this on here and then move the clamp over there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to put a lot of glue right here on the edge, Don't email me, bookbinders. I'm serious. I know this is a crap way to do. I mean, this is a terrible way to do this. Okay. But as long as you clamp everything down, I don't usually have a problem. All right, so this side, I just need that edge, and then I'm going to kind of smooth it out a little. Let's do the back side. Because I only want it to go in so far, because otherwise I won't be able to open that one page right there. Okay, so now I'm going to put some more. And this still may not work, guys, because I'm really kind of rushing it. Let's be honest. I'm doing a hurry up here. All right, so now let's get that right on the edge. And then we'll see it maybe on Wednesday how it looks, if it's still holding together. Hi, Dorothy. Alrighty, so now I'm going to move my clamp up here to hold the whole thing shut. And we'll see what happens by Wednesday. We'll see what it looks like. Maybe we can do something with it else on Wednesday, right? But now it's clamped shut so that all this is going to stay tight. Alrighty. So there's that. That's made with a set of cards and envelopes. And again, you know, we'll have to wait till Wednesday, because otherwise, if I start fussing with it, it'll be like my magazine journal and not really be glued well. So yeah. Okay, so that is that, guys. I'm going to stop this recording, and we'll start another one. So I hope y'all enjoyed just a little bit of studio updates and calligraphy chat. Calligraphy chat. We'll call it calligraphy chat. I hope so, Terry. I hope the pages will still open. We'll see. We'll see on Wednesday. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you later. I mean, don't leave chat. I'm going to just start a new recording. But if you're watching the recording, thanks, guys, for watching.